Have you ever stopped to think that maybe there are no coincidences in life? Every person who crosses our path, every connection we make, might have a bigger purpose than we imagine. It's as if life is teaching and shaping us, creating a grand map of experiences, challenges, and lessons that mold who we are and who we become. Have you ever wondered if that event that changed your whole life was just a coincidence? Or was it all predetermined from the start? Each person, each choice, each moment carefully intertwined in a web of events that seem beyond our comprehension. In the course of our existence, there are moments that leave us perplexed, making us question what we truly control and what is beyond our reach. But one thing is certain: nothing happens by chance. That's why today, in this video, we are not only exploring but celebrating this journey of discovery and understanding. We've compiled a series of meticulously chosen lessons to accompany you on this emotional journey. These are ancient principles inspired by Stoic wisdom, which not only help us understand fate and the course of life, but also offer solace to the soul in turbulent times. So, I invite you to stay until the end and enjoy this experience. If you're new here, I ask for your support. Subscribe to the channel and like the video. That way, we can continue sharing more inspiring content like this in the future. These words are not just words. They are a balm for the soul, a reminder that even in adversity, there is an inner strength waiting to be awakened. Whether you are facing a personal crisis, dealing with significant losses, or simply seeking encouragement in your journey, these lessons are here to offer support, motivation, and hope. So let's explore together these principles that not only challenge us, but also empower us to embrace every moment of life with gratitude and courage. And let's go to the first lesson. Lesson 1. The inevitability of fate. As life unfolds, one truth stands out: fate is not mere chance. Every person who crosses your path brings a unique purpose, as if reminding us how we are all connected in this vast world of experiences. In the journey of life, one truth resonates deeply: fate is not just a sequence of coincidences. Have you ever stopped to think about how many times seemingly random people have crossed your path, leaving a mark on your story? Each one carries a unique purpose. Accepting what we cannot change will help you find more balance, following the path of life with tranquility. Have you ever felt that sensation of letting things go and trusting? Every person you meet, whether a friend who has always helped you or someone new introducing you to new things, helps you grow. Even those who have hurt you deeply play an important role in your journey to discover who you really are. Life, with its hectic dance of events, teaches us to go with the flow instead of fighting against it. How many times have you found yourself dealing with the unexpected and discovered a strength within you that you never imagined you had? Every relationship, even if brief, brings valuable lessons that aid in our personal and spiritual growth. Focusing on the present has become my philosophy, because it is in the present that we build our future and heal our past. As Epictetus said, "Do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well." Imagine how it would be if we all accepted this simple truth. Every experience is like a blank canvas, ready to be painted with vibrant colors and textures that enrich our journey. Always remember, in your quest to learn more about yourself, that the universe is on your side. No one comes into our life by chance. Every person and every experience has a special reason. Open your heart and let life guide you, for it is in accepting this that we find peace and fulfillment even in difficult times. Lesson 2. Exploring the power of detachment and will. Amid the complexity of life, one truth stands out: every person who crosses our path brings a unique story, intertwined with ours in a fabric of profound meaning. Throughout my journey, I have learned to value emotional detachment as an art of letting go and allowing life to flow naturally. Imagine holding a helium balloon and, with a gentle breath, letting it rise to the infinite sky. So it is with our relationships and experiences. Sometimes, We cling so fervently to what is familiar, fearing to lose what we think defines us. However, when we let go of that fear, we allow the universe to guide us in the right direction. I vividly remember a crucial moment in my life when a relationship ended unexpectedly. Instead of resisting the inevitable, I chose to practice emotional detachment. I accepted that people come and go from our lives for reasons that often surpass our immediate understanding. This person, even in leaving, left valuable lessons of love, growth, and self-discovery. Every encounter, every farewell, is an opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve. When we allow ourselves to let go of what no longer serves us, we create space for new experiences and connections that align with our personal growth and well-being. Valuing relationships without emotionally depending on them is like appreciating the beauty of a flower without needing it to feel complete. I have learned to cultivate my own inner garden, nurturing my happiness and fulfillment from within. Instead of seeking fulfillment externally, I focused on my personal growth, planting seeds of wisdom in the garden of my soul. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, taught that the true value of a relationship lies in the lesson it leaves us, not in its duration. Practicing emotional detachment is embracing life's uncertainty with courage and confidence, knowing that every encounter, every farewell, is part of a bigger plan that transcends our understanding. No one comes into our life by chance. Each person, each experience, is a thread in the fabric of our existence, woven with love and purpose. By embracing emotional detachment, we open the doors to a world of infinite possibilities, where love, wisdom, and fulfillment shine in every corner of our being. Lesson 3. Navigating with wisdom, accepting what we cannot change. In life, sometimes it seems that good and bad things happen for no reason, as if they were coincidences. But in reality, everything that happens teaches us something important. It's as if the universe is carefully planning everything, like a vast web, to help us grow and lead us where we need to go. Have you ever found yourself at a time in your life when you held on to people with all your might, as if you could prevent them from drifting away? But sooner or later, some faded from your life without warning, leaving a painful void in your heart. It was during this phase that I found myself and realized that although I couldn't change the fact that they departed, I could change how I remembered them, how I allowed those experiences to shape me. True wisdom lies in the ability to discern between what we can and cannot control. There are forces beyond our command, like the tides of the sea or others' decisions, but what is within our control is our reaction to these forces, our attitude towards the adversities that arise. Decide to channel all your energy into your own actions and attitudes. Learn to love with detachment, to give your best without expecting anything in return, recognizing that the only person you truly have control over is yourself. When inevitable changes come into your life, instead of resisting, embrace them with open arms. Flexibility must be your most reliable ally, allowing you to adapt to new situations with grace and courage. In moments of greatest turbulence, you discover the greatest lessons, the opportunities for growth that transform our existence. In the wise words of Marcus Aurelius, life is change. Accept what you cannot change and find peace in transformation. In this peace, find the strength to focus on what was under your control, to adapt flexibly to inevitable changes, and to value the growth opportunities that arise from difficult times. Don't forget, no one enters our life by chance. Every encounter, every farewell, every experience is carefully designed to guide us towards our best version. Accepting what we cannot change is the first step to wisdom. By focusing on what we can control and embracing change with courage, we find the path to self-discovery. It is on this path that we discover the wisdom necessary to reach our destiny and live fully. If you've made it this far, please look at the first pinned comment and leave a like to show that you're truly seeking change. Lesson 4. The transformative power of gratitude. At every corner of this journey called life, I discover a truth that resonates with the wisdom of ancient times. There are no random encounters, only destined ones. Every person who crosses our path, whether for a fleeting moment or a lasting season, seems intertwined by the invisible threads of destiny, emerging with purpose and meaning. Cultivating gratitude becomes not just a habit, but a motto that nurtures relationships and makes them flourish with unexpected splendor. Learn to be thankful for the people who have passed through your life, leaving marks that, though temporary, were deeply significant. From that stranger on the train who shared an inspiring story to the coworker who always had a word of encouragement, each has left a legacy that you may not fully understand now. Recognizing the value of each experience, even the painful ones, becomes a profound exercise in introspection. How can we not be grateful for those relationships that, though they left scars, taught you lessons you might not have learned otherwise? Every disappointment, every challenge, transforms into a step on the ladder of your personal growth. Give thanks for the tears shed, the hearts broken, the sleepless nights, because it is in them that you found the strength to rebuild yourself, to reinvent yourself like the phoenix rising from its own ashes, and to be today the person you are. Maintaining a positive attitude towards the future is not just a belief, but a certainty rooted deep within your being. Each dawn brings with it the promise of new opportunities, new encounters, new stories to be written. In the transformative power of love and gratitude, expressing gratitude to loved ones becomes an act of self-love. How can I not thank those who have been by my side in good times and bad, sharing laughter and tears, dreams and frustrations? Every word of encouragement, every gesture of affection, is a reminder that the true treasure of life lies in human connections, in the bonds that unite us. Gratitude, for me, is the key that opens the doors to happiness. It is through gratitude that I transform my perceptions, find beauty amidst adversity, and see light in darkness. Because, at the end of the day, life is a precious gift that deserves to be celebrated in all its fullness, with a grateful heart and a mind open to the infinite possibilities that tomorrow holds. Lesson 5. Finding the essence of true resilience. In life, there's a constant search for something genuine, something that resonates with our deepest essence. Authenticity, in this sense, emerges as a beacon of truth in the sea of superficiality that often surrounds us. But what does it truly mean to be authentic? And how can Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, illuminate our path in this quest? Imagine for a moment, you stand before the mirror of the soul, confronting your own choices, your masks, and your untold truths. Being authentic isn't just about being true to yourself. It's also about having the courage to live according to that truth, regardless of external circumstances. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, taught us that true strength lies in the ability to accept what we cannot change and to act with virtue in what we can control. This philosophy isn't merely a set of ancient ideas. It's a guidebook for emotional resilience and mental clarity. In the challenges of modern life, where we're constantly bombarded with external expectations and social pressures, Stoicism offers a refuge of inner serenity. But how can we apply this in our busy, interconnected lives today? The answer may lie in small moments of reflection and in the constant practice of introspection. Ask yourself, who am I beyond my accomplishments? What defines me beyond others' opinions? It's these questions that bring us closer to our authenticity, helping us recognize our core values and live according to them. Imagine now the feeling of freeing yourself from the shackles of external approval, of finding the courage to live truthfully and unwaveringly. This isn't just empowering, it's transformative. When we embrace our authenticity, we not only become more whole ourselves, but also inspire those around us to do the same. However, the journey to authenticity isn't without its challenges. It requires vulnerability and a steadfast commitment to oneself. It's an ongoing act of self-discovery, a process through which we can reconnect with our deepest and most genuine essence. And so, we return to Stoicism, where we find principles of wisdom that resonate through the centuries. By practicing acceptance of what we cannot change and cultivating virtue in our actions, we not only strengthen our own resilience, but also foster a community of authentic and compassionate individuals. I invite you to take a step, not as a distant goal, but as a continuous inner journey. Ask yourself, what story do I want to tell with my life? And how can I live in a way that resonates authenticity in every action? Lesson 6. Virtues that attract authentic relationships. Have you ever stopped to think about the people who have crossed your path and how each one brought something unique to your journey? In the enigmatic vastness of life, every encounter seems destined to happen for a greater reason. Each person who comes into your life brings with them a message, an opportunity for growth and personal evolution. Imagine these encounters as threads woven into the tapestry of your story, where virtues like honesty, integrity, and compassion intertwine. Do you remember that decisive moment when you chose to follow the path of integrity, even in the face of temptations? That choice not only defined who you are, but also strengthened the foundation for authentic and meaningful relationships. How many times have transparency and honesty opened doors to genuine and lasting connections in your life? These choices not only define who we are, but also shape the fabric of our deepest relationships. Think about the friendships that truly matter to you. Those built on mutual trust and respect are true treasures, illuminating the darkest days with the light of sincere camaraderie. How have these relationships shaped who you are today? What are the moments when you have felt truly supported and understood by those who stand by your side? In an increasingly frantic and dehumanized world, compassion emerges as a necessary balm. How often has a simple gesture of understanding from a stranger brought comfort in the toughest times? How can you incorporate more compassion into your daily interactions? Imagine the positive impact that small acts of kindness can have on the world around you. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, true greatness lies in the nobility of the heart and the sincerity of actions. Every encounter, every relationship, offers an opportunity to respond with virtue and love. What if each person who enters your life is not a coincidence but a guide, a reflection of what you need to learn to grow and become whole? How can you honor these teachings and be an agent of positive change in the lives of others? As we navigate the ocean of life, may we weave enriched relationships with the threads of virtue. It is these values that allow us not only to survive, but to truly flourish. May each encounter, each moment of kindness and understanding, be a reminder of the transformative power we have in our hands to make this world a better place for everyone. Lesson 7. Learn from past lessons. Have you ever stopped to reflect on how past relationships shape who you are today? Every encounter, every emotional challenge, serves as a precious guide on your journey. Imagine these experiences as beacons illuminating your interactions, saving you in the turbulent sea of emotions. Remember that tense moment with a close friend, where anger threatened to take over the situation. It was then that you realized the importance of taking a deep breath, pausing before speaking, turning a potential conflict into a constructive dialogue. How do you handle your moments of tension? Have you considered how these pauses can change the course of your relationships? In the professional environment, you may have faced harsh criticism about your work. The initial reaction is often to defend yourself vigorously, but choosing to listen with an open mind can dissipate conflict and strengthen relationships. How do you balance defending your ideas with being receptive to feedback? What are the benefits of maintaining this openness to feedback? In romantic relationships, learning that moderation is key to sustaining passion without losing your own essence can be crucial. How do you maintain a balance between intense love and your personal authenticity? Have you thought about how moderation can strengthen emotional bonds? Learning to manage stress and anxiety in a healthy way is like tending to a garden during a storm. Turning to mindfulness in moments of crisis can bring clarity and determination to your present. How do you practice mindfulness in your daily life? What are the challenges and rewards of this process for you? In heated family discussions, Remembering the importance of living in the present and responding wisely, not being overwhelmed by past emotions or future concerns, can make all the difference. How do you stay calm in challenging situations? What strategies do you use to find emotional balance in these circumstances? Every challenge, every encounter, is an opportunity to cultivate self-control. It serves as the rudder that guides your boat through life's turbulent waters. Every person who crosses your path is not just a coincidence, but a mirror reflecting the lessons you need to learn. Thus, in the dance of our intertwined lives, self-control becomes your most reliable companion, guiding you toward serenity and wisdom. Lesson 8. The importance of establishing boundaries. Have you noticed how crucial it is to set boundaries on this journey of deep connections? Imagine it as the rudder that guides your ship through the turbulent waters of destiny. Recognizing the need to define clear boundaries in your relationships is like finding a beacon in the darkness. Think back to past moments in relationships where you found yourself constantly giving in, allowing your boundaries to be dissolved by the waves of compromise. I learned that without clear boundaries, relationships can turn into a sea of resentment and emotional exhaustion. Deciding that your time, your space, and your energy are sacred is an act of self-discovery and empowerment. Communicating these boundaries effectively can be challenging at first, but over time, you'll find it essential to maintain authentic and satisfying relationships. For example, when I set clear boundaries about my availability at work, I noticed a significant improvement in my quality of life and relationships with colleagues. Equally important is respecting the boundaries of others, not crossing boundaries without permission. Remember the time a friend entrusted you with a secret. Resisting curiosity was crucial to maintaining mutual trust and strengthening the friendship. Standing firm in defending your boundaries can be tough when faced with resistance, but remember that your emotional well-being is worth any temporary discomfort. At times, it may be necessary to distance yourself from people who do not respect your boundaries. This can be painful, but also liberating as you learn to protect your sacred space. Understand that establishing healthy boundaries is essential for maintaining balanced and respectful relationships. As the philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, self-respect is the cornerstone of all virtue. Stoics also teach us that it is wise to distinguish what is within our control, like setting our boundaries, from what is not. Each relationship in life is woven with care and purpose. By defining clear boundaries, you not only protect your well-being, but also promote balance and harmony in connections that go beyond chance, evolving into shared destinies. So, as you navigate the waters of life, remember that the boundaries you establish are fundamental not only to protect your emotional well-being, but also to strengthen truly meaningful bonds on your journey. Lesson 9. The power of forgiveness. Stoic wisdom in the art of letting go. When we encounter the idea of forgiveness, we often find ourselves not only faced with the need to absolve others, but primarily with the journey of healing and personal growth that this act implies. Stoic teachings offer a profound perspective on how forgiveness is not just a gift to others, but an act of self-liberation and self-empowerment. Imagine for a moment carrying the weight of past resentments. Every hurt, every perceived injustice, like a stone we carry on our shoulders. The Stoics remind us that, in forgiving, we are not denying the pain we feel, but rather choosing not to let that pain define our present and our future. It is an act of courage and wisdom to recognize that forgiveness says as much about ourselves as it does about the other person's actions. Consider someone deeply betrayed by a close friend. Instead of carrying this burden as a constant weight, they choose to forgive. Not to excuse the friend's mistake, but to free themselves from the cycle of resentment and pain. This does not mean forgetting the betrayal or condoning harmful behavior, but rather choosing to move forward with a lighter mind and heart. Forgiveness can also be a gift we give ourselves. When we acknowledge that holding on to grudges consumes our emotional and mental energy, we choose to invest that energy in our own healing and growth. It is an act of self-esteem to recognize that we deserve to live free from the weight of the past. At the heart of Stoic forgiveness is the recognition that our inner peace is a treasure worth protecting. When we forgive, we not only alleviate the emotional burden we carry, but also strengthen our ability to face life's challenges with serenity and compassion. Ultimately, forgiveness is an act of self-love. It is the conscious decision to prioritize our own peace and well-being, regardless of external circumstances. By practicing forgiveness, we are not only following the teachings of the Stoics, but actively shaping the quality of our own lives. So today, consider what forgiveness may mean to you. Not as a concession to others, but as a gift that you deserve to give yourself. Allow yourself to feel lightness where there was once heaviness, and discover how the power of forgiveness can transform not only your relationship with others, but primarily with yourself. Now that we have reflected on how each person who crosses our path has a unique purpose, every relationship, every commitment is an opportunity to grow, learn, and love. Our journey, guided by Stoic principles, teaches us that each individual who enters our life is a teacher, a mirror reflecting aspects of ourselves that we need to recognize and develop. As Seneca wisely said, true commitment lies not in the words we say, but in the actions we take. If this video has helped you, leave your comment. And if you're speechless, simply comment, "Gratitude," that way I'll know you followed until the end. If you're not yet part of our community, why wait? Subscribe now and come grow with us. Stoicism offers numerous practical teachings for everyday life. That's why I invite you to continue your journey of discovery in philosophy. Watch the next video filled with Stoic wisdom for you to delve even deeper.